should be everything. So we're reading through November. We're actually already almost done with this diary. I feel like we moved pretty quickly. The diary is tiny, so every entry is small to begin with, but then most of her entries are taught school, stayed at H.W. Town's house. So lots of them went by pretty fast. It did look like I did take pictures of the rest of the year just to get everything ready. And it does look like she writes more in each entry on average in December. So we'll get hopefully some meteor entries. And then we're on to 1900. We've got 1899, which we're about to finish, 1900, and 1905 to read from her. Hey, Holly, how's it going? So today, I guess, the goal will be read through November. And then next week will be December. And we might need an extra week for all the extra stuff she puts in the back of the diary. Or maybe next week will be it. I don't know. I'm feeling better. Thank you. Voice is completely back. I feel like I'm back to my self. Energy level's been low. But I think that's because of daylight savings. And just being a teacher. But I feel better. Thank you for asking. Okay. November 1st. We found a lot of people. We had a Diary Detectives meeting with the Patreon group on Monday. And we found a lot of people from Myrtie's diary. Was there anything that we found? You guys remember anything worth like showing? We found a picture of Elsie, who is the girl that Myrtie gives music lessons to. That's Elsie. I don't know if that was during the meeting or before, but that's her all grown up. We found a lot of information about people. Did we find any more pictures? I don't think we did. Oh, Holly, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope he's doing okay. Oh, we found, this is another picture of Otis Wheeler and his family. That's Otis. He had like 13 kids. They had one of the first cars in town, so that was what that picture was captioned. Like that family had one of the first cars. They were taking a picture, and this is his farmstead, which at the time of this picture it had been abandoned for like 10 years. It said so. The windows are all boarded, but now that building doesn't exist. This is the only picture we could find of his home, and then there's also a map. This was a hand-drawn map of his property that was with that photo. And we see Ben Wheeler down here. That's Myrtie's dad. So this is where the Wheelock farm was, and the Wheeler farm was next door, or the Wheeler land. I don't know if they had a whole farm, but cool. Okay, I'm glad to hear that, Holly. Keep us updated. Okay, November 1st. I taught school. This is her generic basic entry. Stayed all night at H.W. Towns. We have not found a picture of him, but he is the father of one of her students, and she stays at their house. I taught school. Called at Harry Morse's. Stayed all night at H.W. Towns. Okay, now, was Harry Morse someone that we just found, or was that, I know there was a Harry. I feel like it was a different one, but Harry Hall. Oh, Harry Morse is in here. Okay. We found him, Harry Albert Morse, but no picture of him yet. So we found out who he is, just not his photo. Clara, this isn't any special software. It's just Google Photos. Like, I took pictures and put them on my drive of each page. And this is Google Docs. I just turned it into dark mode so that it would be less ugly on the screen. I did just get on, Rebecca, don't worry. I just got started right away this time. Right down to business. We're only 3 days into November. I gave Ada Taylor a music lesson. Father and I took tea at Will Shepherds. He finished fixing an organ there. He, mother, and I stayed at home all night. Now let's see if the Shepherds, yeah, Will Shepherds. He cleaned an organ at Will Shepherds on October 21st and November 3rd. Now, did we find him? Oh, I asked because I do a lot of transcription. Oh, cool. Yeah, nothing fancy. I don't really know of any fancy tools, but if you know of any, please share. I just do it the old-fashioned way. Okay, what was I going to do? I'm looking in my Discord. That's where I'm keeping my list now again. Looking for Will Shepherd. I don't think he's on here. He was probably on an old list. So maybe I might run out of room on this list. I'll just add him and we'll see how many more we can fit. I'm going to add Will on here. And we can look him up today if we have time. Will Shepherd. Okay, then there's also one other place that I'm going to look just in case we found him already. I'm going to look in this. You showed up on my For You page. Love this. It's like the Diary of the 50s house. Yeah, yeah. I don't know who that is, but there are a few accounts who do old diaries, and it's fun. There's one that I really like, My Grandma's Diaries, it's called. And it's a woman who lived through the Great Depression. Will Shepherd. Why is... Oh, wrong thing. I need to look through this. Because if we found a picture of his grave or something, I would put that in here, or an article about him. No, we didn't find anything. That was recent, so. Okay, so we'll look up Will Shepherd. If anybody in the chat wants to do a little digging for Will Shepherd, feel free. He's probably a neighbor. I did have a map up. Let's see. Hold on. Find Callis here. This is where the Wheelers are. It's this says his father, Mason Wheeler, but he ends up in the same place. Any shepherds around here? She lived in Calais, Vermont. I thought it was pronounced Calais, but it's not. It's Calais. I'm looking for a shepherd. Let me put this in the bigger window so you guys can see it. Out there. I'm just skimming, so I might miss it. We can look them up too. Sometimes you guys catch it before I do. Lots of Wheelers. You know what we should do? We should look on that website where I have all those old pictures of people from this town and go on the map and like put their picture next to their name. That would be cool. Because there's so many people who aren't mentioned in the diary, but who would be on this map. We'd still get to kind of have a little fun putting the pieces together there. Okay, well, I don't see him right away. He could have been there, but we'll keep going and then we'll look him up after. Yeah, that would be fun, wouldn't it? I'm glad that you want to do that. Let's do that. We can do that at the end of the diary, like maybe after December ends, we'll have one more live where we do just a little bit of like, I don't know, a little bit more research before I'm moving on to the next one. I mended my shawl and ironed, or that could be a diary detective thing. Helped about is last week's on YouTube. I think it is now. Please check. What's been happening is I've been streaming, but I don't think it's been actually, it's been like recording, but not actually posting. For some reason, the default now when I start, yes, I can move it, sorry. The default when I start streaming is for the video to be private, and I need to like scroll into the part where you edit all of the video and say public, and I keep forgetting to do that because I've never had to do it before. And then I'll notice like a few days later on my YouTube, it's set to private. So it probably wasn't up. And if it's not still, please let me know, but I think I fixed it. I mended my shawl and ironed. Helped about the housework. And I guess let me know too if I'm live now. I think I should be. I checked it this time. Swept my room. Father, mother, and I at home. Stayed at home all night. Okay. Speaking of YouTube, why don't I just make sure I have the chat. Oh, okay, because some people... So, Cindy, I should be live on TikTok. That's funny, because people on TikTok are asking me if I'm live on YouTube, and people on YouTube... I am on TikTok, definitely, because there are people in the chat. And that's odd that you can't see it, but... Hello, Malia. Hello... Demund. What are we talking about? We're talking about a diary from 1899. Father and I, November 5th. Father and I about home. Mother. Where do I find the diaries? These, I got one of them from eBay, and then 2 were donated to me. In the past, I've gotten them from eBay, estate sales, and people who donate after they like learn about a different project that I did. They send me diaries. So it's come from all different places. It's lonely over here. I know YouTube is pretty deserted sometimes, but if TikTok ever goes away, the YouTube is where I will be. And I upload there. That's a good place to keep everything organized and stuff. Didn't see anything on Find a Grave for any shepherds in Calais. Wonder if he's not from Calais. Maybe he's from a nearby town. Maybe if you open it up to Washington County, Vermont, maybe you'll find something. That's usually what I do because Calais is so small. Father and I about home. Mother went to her Mother Campbell's with Mrs. Laura Davis. Ooh, someone else to look up in the PM. Father and I stayed at home all night. Thanks, Kat. So I'm going to add Laura Davis so I don't forget to our list. I got so many tabs. Well, Mrs. Laura Davis, right? This is perfect. Oh, I'm glad you think so. It is fun. Yay, Cindy. Welcome. A little bit more action on this side. Do we know how old? Yeah, she was 32 when she wrote this diary. I'm not sure in the picture that's on the top. That's the only picture. Well, actually, it's not the only picture we have of her. It's one of 2. But we don't know how old we don't know like when this was taken, so I don't know how old she was in the picture. What's this one on YouTube? I don't know if you're talking about the diary or something else, but it's an 1899 diary written by Myrtie Wheeler. Who is Harry? I don't know yet. I know Myrtie's mom is always with her mother, and it's actually Myrtie's stepmother. But she's always at her mom's house because her stepmother, her name is Hattie, her stepmother. So Hattie's mother, who is Mother Campbell, she's a widow. She's living alone, and she's like 89 or something. So she's always over there. assuming taking care of her. 32 seems old to be home, to be at home unmarried back then. Yeah, it does. She actually never married. She's a teacher, and I'm pretty sure is a teacher for the rest of her life. Okay, you found him in a neighboring town, William Henry Shepherd. Fought in Civil War and had 2 children. Okay, let's grab him. (1848). Thank you for that. Okay. Yep. Okay. Where is Middlesex? Here, yep. Okay, so let's look for him here then. I'm looking for W.M. Shepherd, probably. I'll just kind of hug the edges and then you guys let me know if you see it. And I'll just now go back up and we'll make sure we get everybody. Oh, I don't know. I probably could have done this better because it's on an angle. I should just go straight up and down, probably. Anyone see it? We're looking for the name Shepherd. Or W.M. Shepherd. No, this is not Skyrim. This map is a little bit older. I wonder why William Henry Shepherd has organs. Maybe because Benjamin Wheeler, who is her dad, I have the picture right here. This is him. He's a reverend. So maybe it's an organ from a church. That would make sense, right? Maybe it's a church that sometimes he works at, speaks at. What is... Oh, maybe the map looks like Skyrim. I know that Skyrim is a video game, but I have no idea what it would look like. You saw it or no? Oh, you're asking what we're looking for. Okay. All right, let's do a little bit of digging this way. So we're going to... Am I logged in? Yeah. I'm going to look up William Shepherd. And we'll say 1875 to 1900, and we'll see how many hits we get in Washington County, Vermont. And actually, we could look up his obituary. Sometimes it's good to work backwards, actually. 1904. Let's do that. Let's work backwards. The community was shocked to hear, oh, he killed himself. Okay. Oh. They really do go into extreme detail in it's like kind of insane. Like they don't leave anything to the imagination. It's... yeah. I was trying to see like what did he do for work. Oh, okay, well that's rough. the same thing. Okay, let's go backwards then. We'll just get 1900 through 1903 first. William Shepherd's horse, which got hurt a week ago falling through a scuttle in the barn. His horse is doing okay. Very important news, yes. Mrs. William Shepherd and daughter were guests of George Hastings. Okay. A lot of like, oh, people visited. He's mentioned a lot. He's an important guy in town. All right, let's say if this isn't 1899, let's just do 1899 and see. Yeah, this is newspapers.com. Okay, nothing great. 1890 to 1899. I don't know why I did it like that. William Shepherd recently sawed 32 1/2 cords of hardwood in 8 hours and 30 minutes with a 1 horsepower. Okay. How did I just do that? Can we get rid of this? What the heck? Oh. There. Okay. Someone else's obituary. They moved to Waterbury Center this week, with the exception of Clara, who has not finished teaching. Gathering. His name is mentioned a lot. I like that I can see what the site is. Like I've been thinking about. Oh, yeah. Okay, so this can give you a little preview. It's definitely worth it if you do stuff like this. There are some newspapers that it doesn't have. I think it just depends on like some. There's other ones like. Why can't I think of it? No. There are other newspaper websites that have other newspapers. Like they must have contracts with different ones. So sometimes you can't find exactly what you need, but for the most part, it's pretty good. Like we usually are able to find something. Okay, I think we're not really finding much. I'm on newspapers.com right now. Okay. Well, more than I'd expect about a random. Yeah, exactly. It is fun when you find like random people articles about them. It brings them to life a little bit. Sometimes you find their picture. If it's like late enough, you find a picture in an obituary or like a wedding anniversary. They'll put pictures in the newspaper, things like that. Hold on. Manya, we were looking for someone that she mentioned. What was his name? Will Shepherd. Okay. Family friend. Okay. Oh, thank you for answering that, Kat. Do you know if this website covers Canada too? Let's find out. If I can see it. Yeah, I can see it. So, I was surprised because on Ancestry I don't have a world account, so I can't see things that are not from the US, but it seems like you can. I don't know how extensive their collection is from other countries, but yeah, looks like even I could access it, so that's cool. I think I saw W. Shepherd on that map. Let's go back. Problem is, where? And how are you going to tell me before I move too far? I have a really good murder scandal in my family. Oh my god. I mean, if you want to share, I would love that, but also don't dox yourself. W. Shepherd. Oh, have you made any decisions on your wedding dress? Yes. Unfortunately, the one that I had is not going to work. So I did get another one. I got it on consignment. It was actually like crazy because it fit perfectly. I love it. It's not vintage, but it is pre-loved. And yeah, because it's going to be August that I'm getting married in Massachusetts. It's going to be really muggy, like humid. I don't know if everyone uses that word, muggy. It's going to be humid and hot and sticky. And that dress that I had is just like, I loved it because of the long sleeves. And I think if I had taken the sleeves off, I wouldn't have loved it as much. So I think I made the right decision, but it was a hard decision. Thank you. Okay. Anyone see it? I don't see it. We could. Oh wait, yeah, I am looking in the correct town. Actually, I was like thinking I was looking in the other one. We could look up like where in town in the census he is. This also might be. This map might be too old. I think this is 1875. No, it's 1858. There is also an 1875 one. Let me see if I have quick access to it. No, I don't think it was in a census map in particular. I don't know. Beers Atlas? I don't know if the other one was. I think it was the same. Okay, I'm looking for Middlesex, right? Here. Okay. We could, I don't know if you guys want to do this, but yeah, I did say he moved recently, but I don't know when. So I guess the closest that we look, you're right. I probably should just like figure that out. There's so many names on here. I feel like we could spend an hour looking for him and not find him on here. Maybe I should look at when he moved. I don't remember. Oh, thanks. Yeah, someone else said that too. On YouTube, someone said this looks like a games map. Someone said it looked like Skyrim. Yeah, I don't know if it's worth going through every single spot. Hello. Okay, we can look up maybe at the end when we have more time. I'll write down that he moved. What did it say? I forget the town, but he was in Middlesex, moved somewhere, sometime. And then we'll remember to look that up and find out when he moved. Okay, I just clicked on something. Get rid of that. We're still on the 6th. Okay. hold on. Father carried me to my school. Which means he took her in the horse and carriage. I taught school. Stayed all night at, oh wow, today is one of those days when I can't type, at HW Towns. November 7th. Hey, little Bort. I taught school. Stayed all night at Harry Morse's. Must be another student's family, I think. November 8th. I taught school. I taught, not thought. Stayed all night at HW Towns. I taught school. Stayed all night at Clarence White's. She's really getting around all of a sudden. Okay, let me see if we have looked up Clarence White. Yeah, so we found his picture, but not any information. Wondering if these are all families of students. Yeah, it is a busy week. Usually she's going to the same place, but it's odd. Gave Ada Taylor a music lesson. Oh, hey. Remember how she's been making those symbols on the music lesson days and we were wondering what it could mean? Paid. She wrote paid. So maybe she's been like, oh, she didn't pay me anything, she didn't pay me anything, she didn't pay me anything, and now she's paid off. Like maybe the symbols meant she hadn't paid yet, is what I'm trying to say. Hello. Hi, Grandma, on YouTube. And I saw you on TikTok, too. Nope, I can't tell you about Area 51's secret. Is that a, is Red Dead Redemption, is that on the map? I don't know anything about that game. Okay, gave Ada Taylor, I'm gonna just put like a space there. Gave Ada Taylor a music lesson. I taught school. Father came after me. I went home. He, Mother, and I stayed at home all night. November 11th. Ooh, we're gonna get to today's date. Mother and I washed. Father what does that say? Something the house. E-D. S-E-D? Balst the house? B? You think it's an L? I think it might be a B. B-A. Gambled? That would mean that's a capital G. Basked? Does kind of look like it could be a K-E-D. Banked? Banked? I think it might be banked. Did he do that recently? Hold on. I feel like she mentioned him doing something to the house. I'm gonna just go backwards. Let's see. Oh, but every time she says did housework, it's gonna. He did something outside that was like similar to banked, but maybe not. Banked makes sense if it snowed. I think it might be banked too. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, it says it snowed enough to whiten the ground. What's banked? What would banked be? Because I was thinking like a snowbank, but I don't think it is that. If it's only just enough to, weathering it. Okay. Father banked the house. Probably because it got cold enough to snow. It snowed enough It's like pushing up snow against the house for insulation. Too white in the ground. We all stayed at home all night. That's early. Maybe not for Vermont, but it's early for here. We did get a couple of flurries around here a couple of days ago. Did anyone see the Northern Lights? I saw them, but only through my phone. It's, oh, you're in Vermont. Is it early to snow November 11th? Or is that normal? Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, so I saw, like, I went outside and I knew it was happening. I feel like that's the only reason. I wouldn't have noticed it if I didn't know. But it was, like, pink, and then when I took a picture on my phone, there was a lot of, like, green and pink. You saw them through the phone too, yeah. He was probably banking all the fireplaces in the house, not early in the Midwest. We had snow last year, a week before Halloween. Oh my God. Okay. Someone said they don't think it said banked. I think it does. We've been, I don't know. I mean, we could go back and like look letter by letter. We've been reading her handwriting for a while, so I think maybe it's just like, let's see if she ever said bank before. Nope. What else could I look up that would help us? Like, she actually hasn't said anything that has B-A-N. B-A. Let's see. Let's see what the word back looks like on October 7th. I'm going to open it in a new window. Myrtie. October. Very organized. 7th. Yeah, it's a little different. Back. Bad, cold. Baked. Okay, we could look at what baked looks like. It's almost August 23rd. Baked. Banked. B-A. The K does look the same. Yeah. Yeah, her B, some of the letters are weird. Like this is a K. Housework. But it doesn't look like, if I was just looking at that, that would be LS. That's what I would think. Yeah, it's confusing. And I think it just comes with like reading her handwriting for a while. You kind of just get used to it. But yeah, it looks like B-A-M or N-L-S-E-D. The K was not convincing me, but I see it. Yeah, I know. Everyone's got their own little spice in their handwriting. You should see Anglesy's handwriting, the girl I read her 1917 diary. And hers, her letters, a lot of them look upside down because of the way she writes them. Father, mother, and I at home. It is a cold day, but it's always good to go back and check, right? Because sometimes we're wrong, and sometimes something else makes more sense. You think she was left-handed? Yeah, maybe, because her handwriting slants the other way, right? Calcification. Okay. It probably is winterizing. It's what it seems like in the context, and that's what a couple of people said. Yes, I do physically have the diaries. They're just so small that, and the lighting is not like consistent enough for me to do this and you be able to actually see it, so I take pictures beforehand. My mom's looked upside down. She was lefty. Yeah, actually, Anglesy's, a lot of people said they thought she was a lefty. Father, mother, and I at home. It, because her handwriting also did slant the other way. It is a cold day. We all stayed at home all night. I'm a lefty. And our handwriting is weird. I have some handwritten letters from my great-great-grandmother to my great-grandmother. That's awesome. I would love to have some more family things like that. Heirlooms like that. Myrtie's not from my family. Father carried me to my school. I taught school. Although I was just doing her family tree a little bit, and when you go back in her family, there was someone, like, I don't even remember who, but someone back in the family was born just a town over from where I live, which is weird. Because I live in Massachusetts, not Vermont. I guess it's not that weird because it's New England, but it's just funny. There's a lot of towns in Massachusetts, and it was like, oh, I know that place. Stayed all night at HW Towns. November 14th. I taught school. Stayed all night at HW Towns. I've mentioned this a couple of times before, but Ian and I were trying to decide where to go on our honeymoon, and we were like going back and forth about going like abroad to Portugal or something, or staying here, and we decided to just like stay around here, and we decided on Vermont. And the place that we picked, I was like, ooh, I wonder how far it is from Calais. And it's not too far. So I think if he's willing, on our honeymoon, one day on our honeymoon, we can go explore the town of Calais. Stayed all night at HW Towns. Which would be helpful because there aren't like street view pictures in a lot of areas in that town. So we could go take some pictures. It'd be snoops. It's not for like 9 months though. Towns is, thank you, yes. She stays with Henry William, I think Towns is his name. He's one of her students' family, her students' fathers, so she stays with her students' family. Which apparently was like a thing. Stayed all, and she pays them some sort of rent or board. Every time we talk about it, I'm like, I can't even imagine, like, sleeping at one of my students' houses. That's just, like, doesn't sound fun. I taught school. Oh. Mr. Town Bessie? Is his name Town? I would think John. But it doesn't look like it. Oh, yes. Okay, so remind me when we get to the 18th. Is that what you said, the 18th or the 19th? 19th. We're going to give you a happy birthday shout out. She must be out in the country with her parents and stays in town during the week. No, well, she's not actually that far. I can show you. I mean, it probably, like, it's farther when you're on a horse and buggy, I guess. I don't know how big this town is, but I don't think it's very large. But, so here's her house, about here. And then her school is here. So it's, like, not that far. But maybe to go back and forth every day, and she also, like, it sounds like her dad takes her to work every day, so that's, like, a lot, right? So maybe, yeah, it would be far during the winter, and she stays, like, all year, pretty much. But I think it would just be, like, it's a lot to, it's not like hopping in your car, like, nowadays. Okay. Joan, maybe. Could be a 2-hour ride, so each way. Yeah, it could be. I know, I don't actually know how long, even a, wonder if we could figure that out. Like, on average, how, hold on, let me see. Let me see if I can get, like, how long it would take for a horse. I mean, for a car, and then we can figure out a horse. So she's on Collar Hill Road. We'll say we start there. Can we do it by the directions? Yeah, cool. Okay, and then you're gonna go to... where? Right near Bliss Pond. It is a 6-minute drive. Does anyone want to figure out what a hi. I don't know if they can see you. Yeah, they can see you if I move my head. I always go the wrong way. Ian's saying hi. Figure out what a 6-minute drive is converted to a horse carriage.
I don't think those units are convertible.
Well, let's find out. We should ask ChatGPT, actually.
You might hallucinate.
Oh, yeah, I guess the mileage would be more useful. Hold on. It's 3.4 miles. Horses aren't that slow. Well, depends what horse. Maybe their horse was elderly.
Google should implement an option.
Average is 4 to... Oh, God, now we're doing math. Ready? Average miles per hour is 4 to 8. If it's 4 miles away... what do we have to do? Multiply it? Or divide it?
If it's 4 miles
divide
away, you divide it. Yeah.
Okay.
4 miles per hour.
45 to 60 minutes. Thank you, Emma. An hour. About an hour. So an hour both ways. That is kind of a pain in the butt every single day. And she probably had to get there really early, right? So that makes sense that she would stay there. It's a pain. So yeah, 2 hours a day and then storing the horses. Yeah, and he's got things to do, right? Because then he also has to come back. Like, it's 2 hours and then he would have to come back to get her at the end of the day. Which a schoolhouse may not have places to store horses. Yes, true. And she doesn't have her own. We actually, one of the pictures we have of her and her dad, this is very cool because they were not, this was not captioned or labeled as them. We ended up finding it and realizing it was them. That's Myrtie and her father. And this is them on a horse and a sleigh in the wintertime. So that's kind of what they looked like when they were going back and forth to her school. Yeah. Okay. Okay, yeah, so Mr. Town, I'm not sure. Did anyone have a different idea about what that was? I think it might be Town. Could look him up. John? Where's the H, though? The G goes right over it. This is not an H, right? Tom, maybe. Or John. Okay. Same T on that word and Towns. Yep, true. Thank you. Okay, maybe she just misspelled it. Tom. Okay, we could look up. We know that Bessie is the last name, so we could just find him after. Maybe Bessie is someone else. Maybe. Oh, maybe she's saying Mr. Town, like Mr. Towns, but she didn't put the E? Like Mr. Town without the E, but, you know, comma. Yeah, it's a list. Bessie, yep, and I. Okay. That makes more sense. Went to Maple Corner. We could see if Bessie is maybe one of his kids. To the school exhibition. Ooh, we can look that up. I stayed all night at HW Towns. Let's look up the school exhibition. I don't know if we'll find it because it's just in the town of Calais, but 1899, November. And Washington County. Oh, cool. Bessie Layla Town, his daughter. I love that. Awesome. Oh, here it is. Or maybe not. This is in a different town. School exhibition at Unity Temple tonight, November 11th. Okay, that's a different, it's in a nearby town, so maybe, I wonder what the school exhibition is. Maybe if I put Calais. No. Yay. Okay. This is, that was newspapers.com. All right, should we find out if we can find a picture of Bessie? if she wouldn't be Bessie Town, probably should get married. Let's look up Henry William Town. Or I don't think there's an S, actually. Town. Washington County. Oh! How do you know that? Is it in the, oh, not Virginia. Wasn't paying attention. Not. Is that in the, thing? Oh, in her tree. Oh, married name is Walton. S? Wasn't that Henry? I thought we found him before. Maybe he moved. Didn't he move? I can't remember. I'm just gonna add Bessie. And then you said, what did he say? Walton. Bessie Town. Walton. And I'll look her up. And we'll get to check her off, hopefully. Daughter of H.W. Town. Oh, what I was asking is, how did you see that it's her student? Was that in the thing that we have, this thingy? Yup. Oh, cool. Bessie Town. So I wonder, who else did she stay all night with? Clarence White. This is older. This is a few years before, so maybe it still could have been a student's family. Morse. There's not a Morse here either. Now let's do this. Continue without supporting. Sorry. No Clarence White. No. Harry Morse. Now you said, did they move? But, hold on. Bessie, what did we say, Walton? I don't think they lived there at that point, but. It says there's a Bessie in here, but I don't see it. Norfolk, Mass. By 1910. Okay. So let's see. Is his name Henry William? Town. By 1910. So let's say. And. So say Vermont. Can we do 2? Vermont. Henrytown. That was newspapers.com. This is newspapers.com. Any idea where they moved to? We could look it up. Where did he, what town did he die in Massachusetts? Okay. I don't have them on here. I could go on Ancestry and narrow it down, but This diary we found, I got it from eBay. And then 2 more of Myrtie's were donated to me. So we have a set of 3. And hey, Nikki, how are you? Let's keep reading. We got someone's diary birthday coming up, so gotta get there. Lake Grove Cemetery. Okay. Just as I say, I'm done. I'm not. Can we look? Can I put the actual cemetery? No. What's his birth and death date? Then I'll get him. I don't know why he's not coming up. Nothing too crazy for Myrtie. Just, again, just working. Going to school. Thank you. 1848 to 1922. Yeah, here you are. Okay. And what was I trying to find? Now I forget. What was the point? His kids aren't listed on here. Oh, photo of Bessie, yeah. Okay, so do we know if... I'm being lazy because I could look this up. But do we know if Bessie was in Massachusetts also? Anyone know birth and death? Bessie Walton. There's a couple of them. I live a little over an hour from where this woman is from in Vermont. That's cool. Very cool. Born in 1888. Okay. We can find death certificates on Ancestry if we want. This does not her. That's in the one that's there for 1888. It's green. It says is her maiden name. No. No. She married in Milford, Mass. Oh, all these towns I recognize. I'm being lazy. There was a Bessie L. Walton. All right, let's look her up on Ancestry. Bessie. Town. And we said she lived in... Yeah, it could be Elizabeth. It could be. Medway. She was born in 1888, right? You said? Let's see. Bessie L. Towns. Or Town. I say Towns because that's what Myrtie says. Okay, here they are. This is them. In Medway. In 1920. Living with her mom and her dad. And... I don't know. Is Eola a girl? Sister. Eola. Eula? Is that how you would pronounce that? Eula? Bessie L. She's 32 and single. A lot of older ladies not getting married. It's interesting. But she did get married eventually, right? Yeah, 1930, Bessie Walton. Yeah. Is it pronounced Eula or Eola? Ada, Bessie, Walton, George. Okay, but she doesn't live with her husband? Is she married? I wonder where the husband is. Let's find her on a tree. How do I go back? Here. They were married in 1925. Okay, let's find her on a family tree. No, that one's not well developed. They all just have Walton and not anything specific as the spouse. Now, what about, there was a marriage record, right? Oh, cool. Thanks, Rachel. Bessie, Layla, Town, Medway. Doesn't it, like, tell you the... Oh. What? Wouldn't the groom's name be next? If you want Eve, I can do that. Huh. That's odd. Maybe his name is not anywhere. No, 1925. Let's look up in the newspaper. Yeah, cool. Somerville. I know Somerville. Bolton. Nothing. That's weird. Maybe he works out of town, yeah. It's weird that we're not finding his name anywhere. Let's go through and see. Maybe he'll show up. One of these things. Marriage. Oh, here's an obituary. That might be what we need here. Oh, it is so... Wait. 1934. Must be someone else's. It's so blurry anyways. That's weird. This is a different birth and death date. Him not showing up in the papers or anything is like when nowadays someone has no social media. Yeah, that's true. Possibly, I don't really know. The comment about it being an index, I don't know. Arthur Walton, how'd you find that? Yeah, possibly, but like how do you get to that page? Volume page. Okay, so yeah. Layla. Oh, it's so hard. Volume 34, page 361, but like how do you even get to that? Is that a separate book? Click where it's shared from. That will take you right to the article. Oh, I don't know. Sometimes people just upload photos, but let's try it. Where? Shared from... oh, here. No, it's just... Takes me to the home page. But we could... Oh, this article here. Okay, got it. Okay, where is she? Oh, maybe it's not an obituary. I don't even, I'd have to, is it town? Yeah. Mr. and Mrs. Fred Corliss of Calais and Mrs. Bessie Town Walton of West Medway were callers. So. Okay. Well, I don't know. Arthur then? I'll put it in the Discord. And then we can look him up, maybe. Arthur R. Walton. Arthur G. Well, that's only in 1925, so let's see. say. It's just a story. Oh, thanks, Manya. I feel like I'm zoning out a little bit. I think I already looked up 1910 to 1920. I don't know why I'm not really finding much. No, this is just for fun. Arthur Walton. Born 1883. Did he die in Massachusetts? What is it? A.R. Walton? We had a lady do ours, and when she made us our books, everything's wrong. Oh no! Yeah, I definitely don't claim everything to be right that I find. It's just for fun. But that stinks. I don't know. I think I'm just getting tired and I'm not, like, caring that much. And she said it's our fault. She has my birthday under my brother. Oh, come on. Well, that's dumb. I am at H.W. Towns. I stayed with Aunt Elvira Morse. We've been looking for Elvira, Aunt Elvira, and now she gave us a last name in Mr. Town. I'm just gonna keep it with the E. And wife and Bessie went to a sociable. I stayed at H.W. Towns all night. Are you eating dinner soon?
What?
Are you eating dinner soon, or did you already eat?
I didn't eat.
Okay. What are you gonna eat?
I was gonna reheat food.
Okay. Okay. Carly says BRB. The guy you're looking for may be in the military. Yes, I was thinking the same thing. Yeah. Aunt Elvira Morse. So we were looking up Elvira. Aunt Elvira, because that's all we had. But now, we did find an Elvira Toby who was related. I wonder if it's the same lady. Maybe she's marries both, but I'm going to just put a note next to her. Calls her Aunt Elvira. Unless there's two. Morse. November 18th, 1899. Okay. Back to this. I don't know if you're working on Ancestry, but it also gives you a pardon. That shows your DNA. Yeah, I am on Ancestry. This person is not related to me, though. So the DNA part wouldn't connect, but no. So a couple of people moved from this place to Massachusetts, but her diary is taking place in Calais, Vermont. Okay, hold on. Yeah, okay, shows if your DNA matches. Yeah, it wouldn't match for her, but I did do the DNA thing on Ancestry. Mrs. H.W. Town brought me home. Father, mother, and I stayed at home all night. It rained. Oh, yeah. Happy diary birthday. We haven't gotten to do this in a little while. Yay. Yes, it is. It's Calais. And I thought it was pronounced Calais, but it's not. It's callous. I've been corrected. What a thrilling night. When she did ours, there's a little figure sign that shows you DNA connection. Oh, that's cool. Yes, happy diary birthday. HDBD. All right, we'll finish November, and then I'm going to go eat. Father carried me to M.S. Hathaway's. I returned my school register and got my order. We came home. Father, mother, and I stayed at home all night. November 21st. I gave Elsie Hastings, we got a picture of her, a music lesson. Father, mother, and I stayed at home all night. I stayed... Wait, what? No, we got that already. Father, mother, and I stayed at home all night. They went to Mr. Ward's to see a fat pig. Okay. Mr. Ward. I don't think we got a Mr. Ward yet. But Mr. Ward's got a fat pig that they want to look at. It's funny because it's probably like they are looking at it so they can purchase the fat pig, but it's just funny, like the no context. Like they went to Mr. Ward's to see a fat pig. They heard it was really fat. They just had to lay eyes on it. Father and... Oh! Here it is. Father and Clark Doty, who is one of the neighbors, dressed a pig Father bought at Mr. Ward's near M.S. Hathaway's. Weight, 240 pounds. He paid Mr. Oh, Mr. Ward and Herbert Kent came to see my cow. Oh, they must be in the business of buying and selling livestock. He paid Mr. Ward $11. He took the pig home. Is the pig dead? I'm confused. Dress the pig would mean, like, what is dress the pig? Not literally dress it. Like, prepare it? Because, like, you dress a turkey, right? Yeah, butchered. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Oh, that's sad. He took the pig home. I helped about the housework. Ugh. Poor fat pig. We all stayed at home all night. That's a lot of money. Okay. Oh, here we go. We're just decimating the pig. I helped cut lard and sausage meat and did some of the housework. Father. Oh no. No. Father cut up pig. He, mother, and I stayed at home all night. Compared to the beef prices today, 240 pounds of meat. I know. Yes, it's true. It's true. It just seems like a lot. 400. They used to can their meat back then. Yeah, and they probably used, like, the whole entire pig. Like, for sausage and stuff. Yeah. Okay. November 4th. 24th. I helped. Oh, they're still taking care of the meat. Take care of the meat and did housework. It is a good deal. It just seems like a lot up front, especially for back then, but no, Father, mother, and I stayed at home. Probably lasts them a long time. Doesn't seem like they do that very often because that's the only time she's mentioned it, like preparing meat like that all year. I got my order cashed. I think that says $6 because there's other writing going up the edge. I paid E.P. Morse $7.48 for dress pattern. Paid Ada Town $16.50 for 11 weeks board. Father and I took dinner at Luther Wheeler's. We have a picture of him. He, mother, and I stayed all night at home. Ooh, a new way of phrasing it. Yeah, that seems weird. That's a very expensive dress pattern, isn't it? Yeah, they do have quite a bit of cold hard cash, which is interesting because her father is a reverend, and it said in his obituary that he never I was reading a comment. He never accepted payment for his sermons, like for his work. So he must have inherited money or something, or he earned it some other way before, but we all stayed at home all night. She gets paid for teaching, but I'm sure it's not like, you know, unless teachers used to get paid better than they do now. E.P. Morse is new. Oh, thank you. Guessing wife of Harry Morse. I'll add that to my little list, too, of things to research. Oops. Okay, I meant to show the picture of Elsie. This is one of the music lesson girls, Elsie Hastings. We don't have a picture of Ada Town, but I think we have one of Luther. Yep, Luther Wheeler, right here. That's at their house. Okay. Oh, it could be Elvira Morse, actually. Good point. Elvira P. Morse. Possibly. November 26th, did it November 27th. I did housework. Father and I went to MP Wheeler's and got some salt. He and mother visited at E.H. Stickney's. We all stayed at home all night. I helped about the housework. Father went to Hiram Robinson's and Horatio Kellogg's. What names we have. Irvin, thank you, yes. Thanks. Did not see that. He, mother, Horatio Kellogg. Correct Wheeler's initials. What do you mean? Correct Wheeler's initials. MP, thank you. Thank you. He, mother, and I stayed at home all night. I think it is Irvin, yeah. Okay. Elvira P. Morse. Did you find that somewhere? We were just looking her up the other day, too, but I forget. Do they ever not stay at home all night? I think like a couple of times, but no, usually they're at home all night. So it's funny that she says it every day. I made cake and donuts. Ooh, yay. Fun. Father carried mother to her mother Campbell's. He came home. He and I stayed at home all night. Okay. Thanksgiving. Oh, maybe Kellogg's cereal. It's making me hungry. Mother is at her mother's. Okay. Father and I went to grandmother Campbell's to Thanksgiving. Mother is there. Okay, that's pretty redundant, right? Mother is at her mother's. Father and I went to grandmother Campbell's. Same lady. Mother is there. Yeah, you said that. Father and I spent the eve at Wheelock's. Aw. We stayed at home all night. Omar Wheelock. She was 32 when she wrote this. Oh, that's it. Okay. We're going to wait for December. Yes, Omar is the guy with the tree. We have a picture of Omar. We have a few. Here's Omar. With his fam. I don't know who that is. Is that Omar? No, that's Chauncey. I don't think I labeled him. He should not be with Omar because it's confusing. Chauncey, I'm moving ya. Chauncey Hunt. I want to look up the Kellogg guy. I guess that's pretty easy because his name is pretty unique. So he might be easy. I just don't have it in me to really search with all my might. Horatio Kellogg. Not born in 1883. We don't know. But probably in Vermont. He died. Horatio Templeton Kellogg. Love that. I think that's him. Horatio Templeton Kellogg. Wow. Irvin Robinson and Kellogg. I'll save that icon. I know. What a name. Just gonna put that here. I really don't feel like digging for him right now, but I'll put him on my list. And I'll put his birth and death date so at least we have a starting point. Horatio Templeton Kellogg. 1858, 1926. And probably Elvira. Okay. I think that's all I have in me for today. Ironically, I have family from Vermont with the last name Wheelock. Hey, this town, are they from Calais, Vermont? Because this town is like taken over by Wheelocks. So they could be your family. Myrtie is a Wheeler, but the neighbors are a Wheelock. There's a lot of Wheelers and Wheelocks. These could be your family, your descendants. You live for Thursday night. Thanks. Who's this? Alfred Wheelock. The little baby. Albert Wheelock. That is cool. The Wheelock players. Going around. It looks like they have a bunch of chairs and stuff on there. Interesting. Oh, maybe they're going around with their set. Because I think the Wheelock players There was another picture. This guy's hair is just too much. There were pictures of the Wheelock players, and it was like a play. That's cool. I love the old pictures. Look at this. Look at how many old pictures there are. They're not old then, I guess, right? Looks like a waterfall. Oh, that is so... It's funny to see these put up on the wall like askew. Like a teenager's bedroom, but in 1906. Oh, cool. I just love that. I want to dig into that table of photographs. There's the Wheelock players again. Oh, my foot is falling asleep. Their house. That's the Omar Wheelock family again. A little blurry. This is super cool, I think. My Wheelocks are from Jericho, Chester area. They could be pretty widespread, though. So if you do find out that they're from Calais, this website is really cool. This is someone's Flickr page. And they have all of these old photos from Calais, and it's like pretty crazy. What the heck? That's funny. Every once in a while we come across someone in the picture who looks like they don't belong in the late 1800s. They look like they belong now. I feel like this guy is one of them. He looks silly. He's too silly to be from I guess this is 1920. All right. I think I'm going to... No, I'm not spamming. Just didn't know if I Oh, sorry. I didn't see your messages. I was distracted. Where are they?
Would you like any?
Oh, will he start Kellogg's cereal? I don't know. Yeah, after. I'm almost done. I'm not sure. Maybe he's the founder of Kellogg. If anyone wants to look it up, feel free, but I'm too hungry. Why is she holding the pistol like that in here? Because, I don't know. They're acting. What's he got? Who knows? They're all wearing like fake beards and stuff. You looked it up? And what did you find? He might be from the same family. You read it. Very cool. What did you read? Saying the guy's name is Will Kellogg. Do you think we'll have a video meeting in December? Yes, we should. Yep. I'll have to send out a sign up soon, or like a vote soon. But yeah, we'll have a video meeting in December. Oh, someone joined the Diary Detectives. Just saw it on my phone. Jacqueline. Is Jacqueline here? $37 minutes ago. Oh, okay. I thought that was a question. Will Keith Kellogg start? Okay, no. Horatio Kellogg is who we were talking about. Will Keith Kellogg is who started it. Okay. Sorry. As you can tell, I'm very tired. Okay. So, I'll see you guys next week. I think next week is not Thanksgiving, right? That's the week after. Yeah. So next... Oh, hey, Jacqueline. Cool. Okay, so do you have Discord? Because the Patreon, one of the biggest perks of the Patreon is getting to join the Patreon Discord. So if you already have Discord, it will be easy. Okay, great, you do. So look for an email from Patreon. Oh, cool. Nice cat. Well, we look forward to it. Look for an email from Patreon, and it's like a welcome email, and inside that email there should be a link to join the Discord. And if you click on the link, if you already have a Discord, it should just like bring you right in there. Oh, sorry. If I said he or him. I don't know why. I guess the Reverend. I assumed it was man. Sorry. if you click on the link, it should join you right in there. And if you have trouble, just send me a message on Patreon, or I'll reach out to you if I don't see you in there in a little bit, and I can add you manually if I have to, but usually the link is easier. All right. Well, thanks, everyone. I'll see you next Thursday. Before I go, I'm going to add it to the TikTok event, so that in case you guys like to sign up for it, you can. I usually do that before I come on, but November 20th. And the clocks have changed now, right, Nikki? Or they will have? Is it still wonky, or is it good now? Or it's good because now we have changed. You changed early, right? And now our clocks went back, so we're on the same page. Okay. 1800. Okay. So that event is created. If you like to sign up for it there, you can. If you want to join the free Discord, that's where I send announcements before I go live. And if not, just add it to your calendars. But I'll see you guys next time. Have a good night. Bye-bye.